Recording live from the Northeast Georgia Business RadioX studio. This is Northeast Georgia Business Radio. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to another edition of Northeast Georgia Business Radio. I'm your host, Tom Sheldon. And yeah, we're coming to you live from the beautiful Empower College and Career Center of Jackson County. I have with me another great guest. She's a little bit nervous, but hey, that's all right. It's because she's passionate about what she does. So we're going to get through that. I have with me Jess Jones. Jess, you are a publisher with Best Version Media. Welcome to the Northeast Studio.
Thank you, Tom.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay, you're a publisher. What do you publish?
Well, I have the pleasure of publishing 3 beautiful local community magazines, and that is Neighbors of Hamilton Mill, Neighbors of Braselton, and most recently, Jefferson Living.
Being the publisher of 3 at one time, is that a juggle? That sounds busy.
It's a lot. I'm not going to lie. It is a lot.
You must enjoy it. You're smiling when you say that.
Well, I have an amazing team behind me.
You must. You have to.
I have an amazing content coordinator, Holly Ramey. She's over in the Beaufort area. And then I have an amazing graphic designer, Joe, who works with us remotely, and he's just very talented and skilled, and we make a great team together.
Now, what are these publications?
Well,
they're magazines.
They're magazines.
Okay.
And so, like, for example, Neighbors of Hamilton Mill goes to the Hamilton Mill Country Club community. We highlight local residents, local charities, anything, all things local that's important to the residents is what we do, what we publish.
So you focus on families and businesses?
Correct. So
Okay.
It's a free publication that goes to the community, and without our sponsors, local businesses that aim to support that community, they're the ones who help us get it out each and every month.
Are they mailed out? They delivered?
Great question. They are mailed directly into the mailbox.
USPS.
USPS.
Okay. Roughly.
Zero left in stacks for pickup. Nothing wrong with those that you see around town, but a lot of times those aren't picked up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How many do you think you put out a month? It comes out monthly, yes?
Correct.
Times 3.
Correct.
It's a juggle. How
It's
many,
a big number.
How many are you putting out?
Well, honestly, I haven't added the 3 together. That would be
I didn't mean to make you do math.
9,500 if you add all 3 publications together.
Almost 10,000 a month.
Between the 3 publications, that is correct.
That's a pretty good reach. That's good. Mm-hmm. What brought you to this? You woke up one morning and said, I'm going to publish 3 different magazines.
Well, that's actually a great story.
Please tell.
I mentioned that previously in another life. I did merchant processing. Whew.
That'll make you old quick, will it not?
Yes.
I've known a few people that do
I
that.
shared with you in my 20s, I started getting gray hair.
You were suddenly 20 going on 50.
That's right.
Lovely.
So as a resume builder, I did that for a whole year, 12 months and 1 day.
12 long months.
I stuck with it.
It sounds like it.
But I just happened to be at a local networking group, Hamilton Mill, B&I, in case anybody's familiar with that group.
I know those folks.
Yeah.
David Lawler.
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd ever say his name on air. Wow.
Oh, he's actually my business lawyer.
He owes me.
Good friend of mine.
He now owes me. I have shared a stage with David, community theater.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen his shows.
I don't admit that to everybody.
Yeah. I got it out of you.
Wow.
Yeah, I was there. I had switched my seat to a local merchant processor. It was going to give me a little bit of more freedom and flexibility. And then the opportunity by a good friend of mine, Steve Adams, with Squid Pixels, was looking for somebody to help him take over the Hamilton Mill magazine.
And off you ran.
Well, yep. So I took over Neighbors of Hamilton Mill, and then shortly after, during COVID actually, we launched Neighbors of Braselton, and then very exciting, last June, we launched Jefferson Living. So we just had our 1-year anniversary for Jefferson Living not too long ago.
So the Braselton publication, the Jefferson, those are yours. You originated those.
Yes.
The other you kind of
They're
absorbed.
my babies.
They must be.
Hamilton Mill's an adopted baby, but we still, hey.
It needs love, right? Good deal. How long have you been doing it?
So
Before COVID?
Yep, pre-COVID. I started in March 2019, and so I'm coming up on my 5-year anniversary.
Congratulations on that.
Well, thank you.
Nice. You must like it.
I do. I love it, actually.
Plans on a 4th? That's a horrible question.
No.
That's a horrible question. A catchphrase, forgive me. Multi-platform, what does that mean? I see it in your bio, multi-platform. What in the world does that mean?
Well, sure. So with Best Version Media, we offer multi-platform. So we have our beautiful, exclusive, loved print publications, but we also, more is more. I know some people say less is more, but when you're in business and you're trying to get your name out there, well, let's face it, more is more. So now we offer, it's right around COVID, we kind of branched out into this sphere, but we also offer digital advertising. So we do impression-based ads.
What does that mean now? Impression-based. I should know that.
Views. So our goal is to get eyes on your ads, on your name, on your brand. And so we do that on Facebook and Instagram and Google Display. So these are proven digital platforms.
That goes back to the publications. No.
So
that's something totally different.
Yes, it's not a digital magazine.
Okay, that's why I was curious about it.
And
that's where my mind went. Let's put it that way.
Yes and no. So we do not do digital magazines, and I'm not to speak negatively about digital magazines.
Hey, it all helps. It's all part of a process, right?
Yeah, studies show that print and tangible, that is great.
Oh yeah.
So we've got our in-print publication, and then for our loved sponsors, we also do the digital component on the proven digital platforms, which are Facebook, Instagram, and Google Display.
So it's sort of kind of a whole separate campaign.
Right. 2 in 1.
Nice.
Best of both worlds.
So if I sponsor in your magazine, I could also have the digital side as well.
So we're getting your name. Let's say it's Business RadioX. People are going to be seeing you in their homes in the magazine.
Right.
And they'll also be seeing you on their phones, tablets, and desktops.
So how they get their social media.
That's right.
And that is what a more or less a click ad, an ad that pops up in your feed?
So Google Display, and that's a great question because a lot of people, they know what it is, but they just don't really know what it is. So
yeah, they see it, but they don't realize it.
They don't realize it. That's right. So Google Display, if you're on the Google browser, you're going to have the sidebar and banner ads.
Okay.
So it's not pop-ups. Those are annoying. Nobody likes those.
Annoying.
Nobody likes those.
Definitely not doing business with those people.
That's right.
Right, yeah.
These are just quiet branding ads that are going to be on the side and throughout the web page.
Gotcha.
And then, of course, everybody knows Facebook and Instagram sponsored posts.
Sure. You've got close to as much branding as you do marketing.
We're making your name known in the community.
Exactly.
So when that need arises, you're the first one to come to mind, and you've been branded as the trusted go-to, so you are most likely to be chosen from maybe that list on Google.
To say you're just a publisher, it goes way beyond that. When they hear Jess Jones, publisher, you do so much more than that.
And I will say, when people think that I'm a publisher, or when they hear that I'm a publisher and they're thinking about what that actually means, they're thinking writer, content generator.
Yeah.
That is not me. In school, language arts and writing was not my strong suit. Math was my strong suit, and I've always enjoyed business and all the things that go with that. And that's really what I do. Is I basically run the business. I meet with local businesses and I earn their sponsorship and I promote their business and get their name out there.
Here's a silly question. Is it important for small businesses, local businesses, to be branded? I know the answer to that. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Well, why brand? Let me give you a little story here. So
Cool.
Red Bull, everybody knows the name, right? Well recognized. What you don't know is most likely is that Red Bull was actually a European energy drink company. They wanted to get a market here in the U.S. Do you know how they chose to do that first?
Motorsports.
Yeah, X Games, sponsoring the X Games.
Or sports, I guess, in general.
Yeah.
I know them from the motorsports side of the world, but yes.
Yeah, but sponsoring X Games, giving out free Red Bulls to all the attendees, of course, all the winners.
Well, they raised a generation.
They did.
I mean, honestly, they did by doing that.
Yeah. Red Bull gives you wings, right? But so, giving out free Red Bulls to everybody in attendance, and winners are always photographed with Red Bull, even if it's just for the picture and they're not actually drinking it.
Right.
And the next thing you know, Red Bull's a household name.
It is.
And they didn't stop there, did they? They continued sponsoring and branding, and now they're much more than just an energy drink company. They're just really a brand. They do live events, festivals, apparel, concerts, all sorts of things.
All right. Expert contributor. What in the world is an expert contributor?
Well, expert contributor is actually what differentiates us from other print opportunities.
Okay, so we're talking about you, not someone in the magazine.
Our expert contributors are our sponsors in the publication.
Okay, it is them.
It is a 3-part campaign. So one, you've got this really cool listing in the front of the magazine. So you're labeled and branded as the expert. And as we had mentioned earlier, BNI, if anybody listening is familiar with those networking groups, it's kind of like a closed, exclusive opportunity. So say you're a chiropractor, we're only going to have one expert chiropractor. There could be another chiropractor. We're not going to say no to any other sponsors that might be in that realm, but there's only going to be one expert. Our expert contributor is a 3-part campaign. And so one, you have your listing in the front of the magazine. It is exclusive. So we'll only have one expert in the industry specialty. So say you're a chiropractor. There could be another chiropractor sponsoring the magazine, but there is only going to be one expert.
I got you.
So you've got this really cool listing in the front, very similar to like an old school Yellow Pages.
Nice.
Then the second part, of course, you've got your ad, that branding, that top of mind awareness. The third part is the most special part. That is having a voice in the magazine. You actually have the opportunity to provide a content piece each quarter educating the community on your industry.
So it sounds like to me, in this process, you are building some great community partners.
That is correct.
And that is so important. At Northeast Georgia Business Radio, we as well are very fortunate to have community partners. One of our great community partners is RetireWise LLC. RetireWise analyzes your situation to make personalized recommendations that will build long and short-term strategies that will help you realize your retirement success. We all want to retire, and happily. So grow and protect your retirement savings so you can retire happy. Owner Sean Maloney provides a customized, proven, and holistic strategy designed to meet your goals and risk tolerance. Visit RetireWisePro.com. That's RetireWisePro.com and retire happy. Hey, and while you're at it, visit our new website, negabrx.com, to see all our great community partners. Jess, you still there?
I'm still here.
Nice. You didn't run off on me. Hey, you got to have community partners. You got to pay the bills.
That's right.
All right. Now, where were we? We were talking about expert contributors. Are those the folks on the cover of the magazine?
No.
That's a whole different thing we got to talk about.
Yes. So
okay, good.
Our publications, of course, we want to recognize our sponsors because if it wasn't for them,
we wouldn't be doing any of this.
Exactly.
Right.
But no, our publications are for the community, for the people who receive them.
Okay.
We actually call it social media in print.
Physical social media.
There you go. Tangible.
Tangible. That's a good word.
Well, and what differentiates us from digital social media is that there's a little bit more control there. So there's no controversial issues, no divisive topics. This is just something for the community that brings the community together and just really has a positive vibe about it.
So how do you land on the cover?
Well, that's a great question. Frequently asked
I want to be on the cover.
Well,
I live in Jefferson.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, so the people who get the magazine, they're eligible to be on the cover, and we take nominations. So say you receive Jefferson Living, you can nominate a friend.
How about that? No one would nominate me, though.
Well, now I'm going to nominate you now.
No. Oh, well, there you go. Perfect.
Well, and if you live in Jefferson and you don't receive the publication, you can always reach out to me because
I believe we do. And I never knew you were behind it.
Yes.
So now I'll read it like extra close.
Extra close.
Like
that's
3
right.
times instead of the 2
that's
times
right.
I normally read it.
Well, because you're going to be on the cover, though, right?
Well, now we'll frame that. Are you kidding me? My wife is somewhere just shaking her head no, and she doesn't even know what I'm talking about.
Right. That's funny because oftentimes when we do get nominations, one of the spouses is super excited about it, and then the other spouse is like, oh, I don't really want to do that.
So you get nominations, you go through a process?
We do. So we take nominations. It's first come,
This sounds like
first
fun.
serve.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, and you know what? A lot of times, and I had just had somebody ask me earlier today, how much does it cost to be on the cover?
How much does it cost?
Nothing.
Really?
Nothing. That's right. And we actually give you a complimentary photo shoot by some of my amazing local photographers.
That is very cool. Mm-hmm. On location, you take people somewhere else?
Well,
have them go somewhere else?
We typically will do like a front porch shot, but what we're really trying to branch out and venture into is using your hobbies and your interests and captivating that in your cover photo. So
That's really smart.
So you were talking about motorsports.
Motorsports, yeah.
Well, there you go. We'll do a photo shoot with your motorsport toys.
We could do that.
Motorsport toy. I can't even say the word.
That too. Yeah, no, hey, I'm a car guy. So is my wife, actually. So that works out pretty well. That sounds exciting, though. But, that's a great opportunity to be known in your community.
Well, it's a great keepsake.
Well, that too. It's not every day you're going to be on the cover of a magazine.
Well, and I've done it. I've been on the cover, kind of like meet the publisher. And what is so funny is we've given these out to friends and family. And my husband's from North Carolina. And so just to give you an example, when we go visit his dad and then one of his best friends from North Carolina, they put our magazine, that's from years ago, on the coffee table when we come to visit. And it's just the cutest thing. And what's really funny is my husband's best friend, because he is macho and Italian. He goes and he puts that out there, and it's a very sentimental thing that he does, and it's super cute.
He's proud of y'all.
Yeah, he is.
And that's cool.
Well, he's a bachelor too, and so the magazine is not in the best condition. It's got coffee stains on it. It's wrinkled, but it's cute.
Well, it's got personality.
There you go.
It's a survivor, right? Mm-hmm. You've got all kinds of notes over there. I'm very impressed.
Well, like you said, I am a little nervous. So.
No, don't be nervous. What did we miss, though?
Well,
we've been going for 20 minutes.
We were sharing just a little bit about why print.
That's right.
Why print? So if you're a local business and you're wondering, I know local businesses like to focus a lot on digital, but why print? Well, did you know that the average consumer engages with a print ad 3 to 4 times longer than a digital ad?
I definitely believe that. I would say I do.
That's correct. And a print ad, consumers feel print ads are more trustworthy than digital ads.
Really? Well, there's a lot of scams out there.
There is. Well, and
the internet's quick and easy.
Let's take it one step further, and we're not bashing digital, of course.
No. Again, it's a tool. It's a tool.
We offer digital. And so back to the why multi-platform. Well, we're a plug-and-play option for local businesses to where they get both print and digital. Why would you want to do both? Well, piggybacking off of the print being seen as more trustworthy, well, when a consumer sees you on multi-platform, so print and digital, you are seen as even more trustworthy.
I have to believe that's tried and true, to be honest with you.
It is.
Now, with the digital platform, you focus on specific areas. There's an algorithm somewhere, I imagine, that you can get someone's ad, someone's information in a specific market.
Yeah, so how are
it's just not haphazard.
So how our digital, we're not stealing people's information. How our digital works is, say you're sponsoring Neighbors of Hamilton Mill Magazine. Well, that is in the 30019 zip code.
Right.
So what we're doing is we're doing your digital in the 30019 zip code.
So it's specific to that area.
So
well, if people in Alaska are seeing it for a chiropractor in Hamilton Mill,
correct,
that's not helping anybody.
That's right.
So you do narrow it down, you filter it.
Yes, and we're ensuring that the people in Hamilton Mill are seeing you both in print and digital.
You go that far. This is guaranteed this is going to happen.
Yes. So I don't only pitch this to other people.
Right.
I purchase it myself. So as I mentioned earlier, I have a horse farm in Athens.
That's right. You do have a horse farm.
Jones Valley Farms, little plug there.
Absolutely. Big plug.
But I'm a sponsor. So, I use my revenue from my business and I invest in Jefferson Living and a digital campaign. And it's been very lucrative for my business.
You truly are seeing the numbers.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
No, I like that.
Well, then I also hear the feedback from the community and the readers.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's enough right there. Mm-hmm. Jess, why does a local business need to brand?
Well, all the big guys do it, right?
I guess so.
The little guys should have an opportunity as well.
Yeah, you're right on that.
Mm-hmm. But to answer the question why, well, I bet you $1 million.
Okay. I can't lose that bet.
Let me tell you what the bet is first.
Okay.
And then you decide if you want to take it or not. I'll take installments. You can pay.
You would have to. If I owe you $1 million. I hope you live a long time. Just saying.
So I'm going to say 4 words.
All right.
Are you ready?
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, go for it.
Here we go.
Are we betting on this?
Yeah, $1 million, right?
Yeah, I can't do that.
Like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there.
You got it.
Did I win the $1 million?
But no, that means you lose.
Oh.
Because remember, you were
I
going to
think the
bet
bet was
against
for
me.
lunch
That's right.
or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a betting person.
You know what?
And for a reason, I'm not a betting person.
I feel like I owe you lunch for
Really?
having me on.
Well, no, I don't turn down food. And we've heard that, 10 million times in the last 40 years, I guess. Mm-hmm. And like a good neighbor. Oh, yeah. So you're saying everyone should do that. And I agree with you completely.
Well, why just the big businesses?
Well, they have millions of dollars to throw around.
Well, but that's because they're splashing it across everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Local businesses, they don't have to have $1 million to work with us.
That's true. Well, Jess, you have a website. How is the best way for people to get a hold of you?
Well, they can reach out to me directly.
Okay.
My email is jessicajones@bestversionmedia.com.
All right. That's
Very
all,
easy.
That's all spelled out.
Yep.
Jessica Jones at
Best.
bestversionmedia.com.
Or on my business cell, which is 678-761-3969.
Gotcha. And now you're on Facebook. Your publications are.
We do have Facebook pages. So each publication has its own individual Facebook page.
Okay.
And so you're more than welcome to reach out to us on there as well.
Nice. Well, if we got it all in, we'll wrap this thing up. What do you think?
I think that sounds like a great idea.
Jess, thanks for coming in. 26 minutes. You survived.
I did it.
Congratulations. They're going to play my music any second now. Yep, there we go. That means I got to wrap up. Jess, thank you so much for being here. Folks, check out Jess Jones, Jessica Jones at bestversionmedia.com. And hey, when you get the neighbors of Hamilton Mill, neighbors of Braselton and Jefferson Living, check it out. I'm Tom Sheldon. Talk to you soon.